But since 1975, only one team prior to the Lakers this year had broken through and won the first game on the road. That was the Lakers. 2 years ago, they did it in Philadelphia, and they won that championship from the 76ers. If the Celtics lose here tonight, they would go out to the West Coast, trailing the Lakers 2-0. That is something they do not want.
The 169th straight sellout in ancient Boston Garden. Now the starting lineups. First, the coaches. Pat Riley and K.C. Jones. They've been head coaches 7 years, respectively. They've been to the title series 5 times. The forwards. James Worthy, so impressive on the fast break. Larry Bird looking to hit long range consistently. The power forwards, just what the position implies, and they fit the description perfectly. The 2 7-footers. Abdul-Jabbar run round number 1. And the point guards. They're the playmakers. They set up the others. No one does it better than Earvin Magic Johnson. And the other guards, Michael Cooper and Dennis Johnson, their chief asset is defense, but their games go well beyond that. The officials working this game number 2, Jake O'Donnell and Jack Madden, and Paul Mahalik is the alternate. So the Boston Celtics, who have won 14 world championships and looking for number 15, but trailing the Lakers, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who has scored more points than anyone in the history of the NBA, and Robert Parrish, who needs to get his game untracked, will jump center. The Lakers are in the dark uniforms, purple and blue, plus gold, and the Celtics in white and green. And Michael Cooper taps it over to Kurt Rambis. The Lakers have built up a 19-point lead in rolling over Boston, who staged the rally in the second half on Sunday. They're going right to Kareem. His famed skyhook misses, and now the Celtics pushing it up. Cooper defending Henderson, who's going inside. That got the Boston crowd charged up. Magic Johnson, number 32. He's 6'9", guarded by a 6'2" Gerald Henderson. Worthy against Maxwell. Celtics fast breaking again, but Johnson picks the ball off. Kareem. And Robert Parrish defends Kareem Abdul-Jabbar brilliantly inside. 3-on-1 for Boston. And there's a foul. Could not have asked Tom Heinsohn for a better start if you're a Boston Celtic fan tonight.
Well, we should talked a lot about the Laker fast break, but here the Celtics pushing it right back at the Lakers.
Michael Cooper, number 21, guarded by Dennis Johnson. Celtics playing a very tight defense. Abdul-Jabbar inside is fouled before the shot. It'll be the first foul on the Boston Celtics. You are allowed.
Parrish has got a man-sized job just guarding Jabbar. He's not going to get too much help right now against him, or if it does, it develops late.
Knocking the ball away was Robert Parrish, who has been a defensive gem so far in the first minute and a half of this opening period. Larry Bird.
Bird hits his first shot. Okay, that's a different start than last game.
That's what Larry Bird didn't do so much in game number 1, despite his 24 points. 7-0 Boston. They've come out of the chute red hot. Here's Cooper. And the Lakers get on the board with nearly 2 minutes gone by in this first period. Bird again. He's a man possessed as Pat Riley looks on from the Los Angeles bench.
They want to get it going quickly, these Celtics.
Here's Magic Johnson. He hit 3.
It may be ugly, it's not pretty, but you better respect it. They don't call him Magic for no reason.
LA force in game number 1.
The Lakers normally like to control the pace of the game in the first 6 minutes, and here the Celtics are doing it.
We have a whistle and a foul. Illegal defense, no foul. That means in pro basketball, when you've got to play man-to-man defense, you can double team, but you can't leave a player not guarding anyone.
You cannot, definitely, but the Celtics, not the faster team, beating the Lakers down the court right now.
That's a warning. The second time an illegal defense is called, it is a technical foul. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was caught in the middle. Here's Parrish. Over the top, it'll be LA ball. So how do you rate the first couple of minutes so far in which Boston has controlled the pace?
I think the Celtics got off to just the type of start they wanted and may have caught the Lakers a little bit by surprise, unlike game one. It was the reverse in game one.
Magic Johnson hits his second in a row. They say of all the things Magic does, maybe he's not that great an outside shooter. He's underrated there. Blocked shot by Cooper out of bounds. It's still LA ball.
Well, I think in the initial stages, Dick, both clubs are going to try and pack it in the defense a little bit. We talked about that on the top, and some of the Laker guards and Celtic guards are going to have to hit outside a little bit.
After the block, it was Boston's ball. Bird misses outside. Kurt Rambis throws the ball away. One of the things the Lakers didn't do, turn the ball over all that much, although with two fast-breaking teams, you will have your share of turnovers.
A couple of days layover is going to produce that, Dick. It requires perfect execution at a quick pace. And then a 4-day layoff going to hurt them.
Here's Gerald Henderson. That's what the Lakers are doing. They're the guards to shoot from outside. Maxwell on the offensive board goes up.
That's the part of the game, Dick, that the Celtics are so good at. Second effort baskets, offensive rebounding, the likes of Maxwell, Parrish, Bird, and McHale that comes off the bench. So right now, Boston showing what they're made of.
Foul was on Kurt Rambis. Maxwell hits the first free throw. One of the things that Cedric Maxwell does so well, and he is in his 7th year from North Carolina, Charlotte, is that he gets fouled a lot and goes to the line and gets that offensive rebound.
When he's down in that low post close to the basket position, he makes something happen. He's got great moves, and he's expert at picking up fouls down there.
He has 5 points, and the Celtics lead 11-6, 8:37 to go. A steal by Gerald Henderson, and he goes in for the layup. He just picked Magic Johnson's pocket.
Not too many people do that.
They go right into Kareem, double team him. They're going to say to Magic, can you do it again? And he does it again. Magic Johnson outside. He's hit now 3 in a row.
They may just do that until Magic's arm gets tired.
Now Magic Johnson says turnabout is fair play, and he picks one off. He's gone for 4. He's got it.
I tried to tell everybody earlier, that's 4 in a row. Somebody better get out on this, man.
And now the Celtic lead. At one point, 7-0 has been cut to 3 with 4 minutes gone by in this first period.
Magic makes his statement in the early part of the ball game.
And that's off the hands. Now an illegal defense called again against the Lakers. And that is a technical foul. That's the second time it was called. James Worthy, and so a technical foul means that the Boston Celtics, and in this case Larry Bird, will go to the line and shoot a free throw.
An illegal defense, Dick, is where the help side of the defense, away from the ball, is in the painted area more than 3 seconds, or has dropped below the foul line and is in there for 3 seconds. Take a look at James Worthy. Trying to find him, but there's somebody on the weak side, way up at the head of your screen, top of your screen, was in there too long.
And the weak side, of course, is always the side away from where the ball is.
When the ball is on one side of the court, the defense has a tendency to go and sink into the middle.
A timeout. The Celtics lead the Lakers by 4. The man who will guard Magic Johnson will be the man that Magic Johnson guards, because you don't want to go chase him all over the court, and that falls on Gerald Henderson, who's 6'2" and gives up 7 inches, and a lot of people were critical of that move.
Yes, but here it's going to pay some dividends, because the quickness of Henderson goes in to challenge Magic Johnson. That's going to be his job for the entire series, and here it's going to produce 2 points. I don't envy Gerald Henderson, though, trying to pick up Magic Johnson.
Gerald Henderson in his 5th year from Virginia Commonwealth, discovered in the minor leagues, has worked his way up, number 43 with the ball now, to the fact he was a starter all season at point guard for the Boston Celtics. Maxwell going in against Rambis, challenging Kurt Rambis, and there's no question, Tom, that the Celtics with a lot of guns have gone to Maxwell, who has 7 points so far.
Well, that's another indication of that strong inside power game, the close into the basket game the Celtics are so good at.
James Worthy guarded by Maxwell right now. Cooper puts a fake on Maxwell. Michael Cooper hits. So all of the Laker points have come from their guards right now. Magic Johnson has 8 and Cooper 4. 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first period. 4-point lead for Boston. Magic Johnson knocks it away from Dennis Johnson, and Johnson fouls him. They were old nemesis when Dennis Johnson played out in Seattle and went against Magic all the time. Two big guards going at it, and both have a lot of respect for one another. But that time, Johnson had the measure of Dennis.
And he turned down the outside shot. The Lakers right now are taking the outside shot, proving to Casey Jones that they're willing to take it and can hit it. The Celtics are not willing to take the outside shot, it looks like.
Here's Magic Johnson. Larry Bird the rebound. So on a missed shot, you get the long rebound and a 4-on-2 straight. That's blocked by Michael Cooper. Kareem now to Worthy. So the Celtics had the fast break opportunity, but Cooper made the defensive play. Abdul-Jabbar over Bird. Still has it. Pinball machine and a foul. Parrish had got a hand on it, but Kareem Abdul-Jabbar shows why, if you have a good big man, you're in good shape.
And he's been the best in the NBA for a long, long time on the boards, and particularly with that sky hook.
That is the second personal foul on Robert Parrish, the Celtics center, who fouled out in game 1, and so the Celtics all of a sudden have a problem, even though they're leading with 6:30 to play in the first. Stockton and Tom Heinsohn with game number 2 of our best-of-7 series, and the Boston Celtics came out like a house of fire, but their lead has been cut right now to 4 points.
Well, they established their fast break, but the speed of the Lakers is starting to catch up. They are dynamite and getting back fast. The quick forwards that the Lakers have make it extremely difficult for any team to fast break against them.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who broke Wilt Chamberlain's scoring record this year, and also broke the all-time field goal record right here at Boston Garden. This is the first free throw. Kareem was pleased with the fans' reaction here. They gave him a long-standing ovation. He wrote a letter to the newspaper, and he said, "We'll see you in the spring," and how right he is.
He is the inside or the set offense of the Lakers. They go to him 80% of the time when they can't get a fast break.
He misses both free throws. He hasn't hit a field goal yet. 0 for 4 after hitting his first 6 shots on Sunday. 6:19 to go in the first period. Gerald Henderson. Parrish gets the rebound. Those that want to know where Robert Parrish is, he's made his presence felt so far, but he's playing with 2 personal fouls. 6 and you're out. Kareem trying to get 3 on Parrish, and maybe the foul situation had a factor on that play.
And had him releasing Jabbar for an easy one. He doesn't want to pick up that third.
18 to 14, the Celtics in front. They have led all the way in this game. Larry Bird double team. Henderson tries to control it. It's still Boston ball. So the name of the game in this series is double team the big guns.
Well, they've got to find the cutters, the Celtics, going to the basket, and they're not open.
Dennis Johnson shooting outside, misses, and Maxwell saves nicely to Gerald Henderson, who feeds into Bird. Is still Boston ball.
The only way they're going to be able to open up the game, the Celtics, is if Dennis Johnson and Gerald Henderson hit some 18-foot shots.
5.5 minutes to go in the first period. Henderson puts a fake on Worthy, banks it home. Gerald Henderson has 6 points in the ball game. And there is James Worthy.
Jesus, would you look at Worthy's speed? Golly, he's killing.
As Tom Heinsohn pointed out at the start, the fastest forward that he has seen, beating everyone down the court for an easy fast break layup.
You better know where he is at all times.
He did not compete in the playoffs last year because of a fractured leg. A young Colt in this one. Dennis Johnson open. So Dennis Johnson has missed 2 free throws in a row from outside, but the Celtics will go to the line on the foul.
We're going to see James Worthy at his best. Here comes the score, but look at how quickly they inbound it. Cooper with his head up, and Worthy with the Jets on his shoes beats all the Celtics up the court.
Back to live action, and Maxwell is fouled going in. The first foul was not in the act of shooting. This one is, and he'll go to the line. And coming in for the Celtics is Quinn Buckner, who is an 8-year guard from Indiana and a former defensive halfback on the football team at Indiana. He is a compact, strong defensive player. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar picks up his 2nd personal foul. So both centers, Parrish and Abdul-Jabbar, have 2 personal fouls, and Maxwell shooting.
I think Buckner's in there, Dick, primarily to give Robert Parrish some help to get down there and double team Jabbar. He's probably the quickest and the best at it that the Celtics have.
14 fouls against the Lakers, 5 and you're into the penalty, which means 2 shots automatically. Under 5 minutes to go in the first period. Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn here at Boston Garden. Kareem double teamed by Maxwell and Parrish. Trapped nicely. Cooper forces it up. But there's Abdul-Jabbar. And there's a foul against the Celtics.
Celtics made a big mistake that time, Dick. They had their big people taking off up the court before they were sure they had the rebound. That's a no-no. You don't fast break until you're sure you got possession of the ball.
Bob McAdoo has come in for Los Angeles, and the hand for Kevin McHale.
8 minutes has gone by in the first quarter. It's 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and you're just now putting in McHale and Ainge. I'll say something about that later.
Kevin Lockery talked about McHale as Maxwell goes out having scored 9 points. McHale, the celebrated 6th man off the bench. Danny Ainge is coming in, and so K.C. Jones, with this kind of a pace, going to his bench to a great degree early. The fans thought there was a traveling violation, but there is a foul called instead on Quinn Buckner, his 2nd in a row.
What the Celtics are doing, Dick, is to harass Magic Johnson with their quicker guards, try to get up underneath them and take the ball away from him. That's a tough assignment.
Both McAdoo, who had trouble shooting, 2 for 12 on Sunday, is a scoring machine off the bench for the Lakers normally, and Kevin McHale led the Celtics with 25 points, and no team has been able to stop him in the playoffs.
McAdoo doesn't have the body to keep McHale off the boards, but McAdoo has that great outside shot that McHale will have to respect.
Magic Johnson has scored 10 points for the Lakers, who trailed by 4, 22-18, with 4:25 to go in the first period. 4 12-minute periods. Buckner in the backcourt, along with Danny Ainge. The two have worked well together. Here's Ainge, long-range bomb. I think K.C. Jones will go with the guard that shoots the best from outside tonight.
He's liable to get a gold star, the guy that can hit 3 outside shots from 18 feet.
Cooper misses. Kareem Sky hooks it in. So the offensive rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who now has 4 points in the ballgame. Good feed from Bird to Buckner. And here's Magic. It's a 3-on-2 break. Ainge got his hand on it. And they're going to call a Laker foul. And that'll be the 15th foul. And so if it's on Cooper, Quinn Buckner will go to the line and shoot 2 shots.
Now, Danny Ainge and Buckner, K.C. Jones feel that combination is the best pressing guard core that he's got. And they're out there to really harass and to get back quickly to protect against this vaunted Laker fast break.
Is there a team that has the edge in the pace so far?
I think both of them are playing it pretty much at the way they like to play it. Boston's not afraid to run. A lot of teams are afraid to run against the Lakers, but not the Celtics.
Quinn Buckner misses the first free throw. He played 6 years with the Milwaukee Bucks. He started most of the games last season, but sat on the bench as a role player this year. Coming off the bench is a good defensive backup point guard. 5-point lead for the Celtics. They've led all the way. Scored the first 7 points to start this game, rocking this Boston Garden. James Worthy doubled. Cooper going in on a feed from Worthy. Misses the layup. Good play by the Lakers, but it didn't pay off. Here comes Danny Ainge. Gave up a career in baseball to join the Celtics. Parrish misses. And Quinn Buckner winds up with a loose ball.
When he's around, the big guys better watch out. He's a pest. I never saw a guy take the ball out of the hands of the big men more than Quinn Buckner.
Bird and Parrish have been in there all the way for the Celtics. Kevin McHale draws the foul going in. Bob McAdoo commits the foul, so just as you said, it's going to be very tough for McAdoo to outbody McHale going in on those inside shots.
Well, the inside game of the Boston Celtics, the one close to the basket, is their forte, and McHale, nobody's been able to stop him when he wants to get down in that low post in close.
He originally wanted to be a hockey player until he found out at 6'2" he was better off playing basketball. He's an outspoken chap. He says what's on his mind. Sometimes people wince at what he says, but he's honest, and that's the way he feels.
Give him a subject, and he'll talk on it for 15 minutes.
Celtics lead 27-20, winding down to 3 minutes to go in the first period. McAdoo travels. Turnover, too many steps, Boston ball.
McHale challenged the outside shot of McAdoo, made him put it on the floor. Not his best move.
The Celtics setting up the play on the half-court game now. Worthy is guarding Buckner. They have Magic Johnson guarding Ames. The fake by Larry Bird. 7 points for Larry Bird, and the Celtics have their biggest lead of the ball game. Johnson loops it in, and James Worthy might have been hit in the face. The Celtics coming back, pulling up his Ames.
Okay, I see you. Time. Stop. Look, I can't call you Danny no more. We got to give you a nickname right now. I don't know. Yes, I do. Danny, you're not Danny no more, buddy. You're Peaches. I know what you're thinking.
You know, I can eat a peach for hours.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, slow down there, Jerry Buss. Not those peaches.
These peaches.
Peach baskets. Wow, wow. Head out of the gutter.
Danny no more. You'll be forever called Peaches from now on.
Pat Riley wants a timeout for the Lakers.
Here's Worthy getting hit underneath, a mighty important player, and I'll tell you, the Celtics are physical underneath there. The slinky, skinny, big people of the Lakers are going to take a little bit of a beating underneath there. It gets really, really muscular.
2:28 remaining in the first period. 31-20. The lead is 11, and this is the Celtic basketball that they've known to play. What about the difference between the East and the West as far as the brand of basketball that were prevalent?
Well, people say that the Eastern brand of basketball is more physical, more big bodies like the Rulins, the McHales, those type. And they don't have those big centers out there in the Western Division. Very physical guys that like to muscle in. So, and the coaching kind of tries to use that side of the sport, to use that physique to create contact and free people. So the West is primarily fast break basketball, more finesse.
And as we look at Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, we want to remind you that coming up on Sunday will be Game 3 of this NBA World Championship Series. It will start at 3:30 as the scene shifts from Boston Garden to the Forum in Inglewood, California. The Celtics and Lakers, game number 3. The first team to win 4 games will capture the championship. And hope you join us Sunday at 3:30 Eastern Time as this drama continues.
Well, Danny Ainge, Dick, has come off the bench and provided that 18-foot shot on 2 occasions. He may just be the guy that gets the gold star after this ball game. 2 more, and I'm sure Casey's going to think about it.
There's Larry Bird, who ranked in the top 10 in just about every offensive category from French Lick, Indiana. Danny Ainge, who played his college ball at Brigham Young. He was a second baseman hopeful with the Toronto Blue Jays before he said, nope, I think I want to play basketball and I want to play with the Celtics.
He's made a pretty significant contribution since he's been with the ball club, Dick.
And he's been in a few scraps.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. He'll go in and he'll take nothing, back down from nobody.
The rookie Byron Scott, number 4, who was the first guard chosen in the draft last year, is into the ball game. Here's Bob McAdoo. This is the short shot from the baseline. The Lakers are back on defense, and here's Ainge again.
Look at Peaches. That's 6 in a row. That's 3 for 3. Go ahead, Peaches. Go ahead, Peaches.
He has hit all 3, and the Celtics lead now by 13 points with under 2 minutes to play in the first period. Abdul-Jabbar with a perfect feed inside to Magic Johnson.
That's why he's such a great center, because he's able to make those real good passes inside.
We're going to see the Lakers go to their bench again, and a 22nd timeout has been called for by Casey Jones. There is Swen Nader, the backup center, and Jamal Wilkes, who has been one of the prolific clutch scorers, a good outside shooter. in a terrific career, 10 years. He has had a virus ailment which has slowed him. So Jamal Wilkes will be coming in along with Swen Nader, who played in the shadow of the great Bill Walton at UCLA and has been a veteran backup in his 11th year.
And a very good backup at that. He's done some significant things as a starter, rebounding, leading clubs in the league in rebounding, and also a very, very fine scorer.
Swen Nader into the ball game, and so Nader
not able to report in yet because of the 22nd timeout.
Nader and Wilkes ready to come in. Each team is allowed 1 22nd timeout. Usually it's because of an injury. And now the Lakers are hit with an illegal defense call again. Pat Riley is off the bench. Normally cool and collected. Pat is a little upset right now. And that's the third violation. And another technical foul is called, and Larry Bird will go to the line.
Well, the Celtics are setting up their offense to make that illegal defense very, very obvious to the officials. You cannot, if you are on the opposite side from the ball, go into the lane. And they have 1 foot in there, and they're trying to play pity-pat, pick it up, and avoid the 3 count, but they're getting caught on it.
3 seconds, that's the magic time limit. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar goes out of the ball game. Worthy is on the bench. Kareem has scored 4. Worthy has scored 2. And so in an effort to shake things up, Pat Riley now, in essence, has his second team out there with the exception of Magic Johnson, who's been the only one really shooting well for the Lakers.
Well, Robert Parrish with 2 fouls might be a good chance to get him out of the game.
Bird fouled and will go to the line. And the foul is on Magic Johnson. That is his first. Pat Riley, who has been to the World Championship Series in each of his 3 years at the helm of the Lakers. Here's Earvin Magic Johnson from Lansing, Michigan.
The Laker defense isn't the same when Jabbar is on the bench. He is such an intimidator in there. Just the mere size of him and his hands up in the air makes you change the loft of your shot. With him sitting on the bench, there won't be too many of the Celtics afraid to take it to the basket.
Larry Bird from French Lick, Indiana, was a star at Indiana State. Reached the NCAA championship game in college and lost to Magic Johnson's Michigan State Spartans. 13-point lead with 1:20 to go in the first period. It's been Boston all the way. Byron Scott, good-looking rookie with a lot of poise. Teams have to shoot within 24 seconds. The Lakers have 8 seconds on the clock. Here's Nader with a hook shot. Bird with position, had it, lost it, and a loose ball foul is called against Larry Bird, I believe.
You wonder how this man rebounds. He can't leap. Everybody thinks you have to be a super leaper to be a rebounder, but you do rebound with your head. Good position before the ball hits the rim enables you to get the good rebound. Let's see if we can pick it up on Larry Bird. Has the position already in there. He gets nudged from behind. No foul. Couldn't hang on to it, but I'll tell you, he is a mighty important player for them on the offensive board and on the defensive board, Larry Bird.
Byron Scott misses the free throw. He grew up within 14 blocks of the Lakers' home in Inglewood. Was acquired in a trade from San Diego when Norm Nixon, very popular guard, was traded to San Diego. But Scott misses the free throws. Parrish went out of the ball game. He has 2 fouls, and so Kevin McHale is playing the center position. Maxwell is back in, number 31 for Boston. Under a minute to go, first period. Celtics by 13. Bird misses. And Bob McAdoo tears down the rebound. Here's Johnson. Johnson. And Johnson all the way. Magic Johnson with 14 first period points. And they're going to call Scott with a foul on Buckner at the other end as the pace is end to end. This is the kind of action we expect throughout the series.
It comes up Magic up the court. And Buckner gets banged as he was going up for that long pass. Both teams are going to make the other team pay. They're going to try to advance the ball as quickly as it can possibly be done.
When Buckner on the line, the Celtics have hit 12 out of 14 from the free throw line. One out of 2. 37 seconds to go in the period. 36-24. Celtics have led all the way. Johnson against Ames. Here's Byron Scott. Byron Scott hits the shot. He's only a rookie, but he's not afraid to hit it. And Pat Riley told us yesterday, he said he's the kind of a player, he's not afraid to have his number called when the game's on the line.
He's an excellent outside shooter.
11 seconds remaining, and 10 seconds, and the Celtics playing for the last shot. Their lead is 10. At one point, it was 13. And traveling call, and now the Lakers, with 3 seconds, will try to get off the last shot.
Go get it, Buck. 3 seconds.
Byron Scott travels, and no time goes off the clock. So now the Celtics, with 3 seconds to go, will try to set something up.
He took too many steps down the sideline and trying to make that pass. You only can have one step.
McHale, double team. And the buzzer sounds, ending the first period in which the Celtics have led all the way. And after one period, it's the Boston Celtics who trail 1-0 in games, 36.
It's peaches. I mean, it is peaches. And look at Larry on the board. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Los Angeles Lakers, 26. And we'll return to the Boston Garden in Boston, Massachusetts, after this word from your local station. Ready for the start of the second period here at the Boston Garden. The Celtics lead the Lakers 36-26. They scored the first 7 points. The Lakers came back. The Celtics opened it up to 13, and now it's at 10 points. Magic Johnson is the high scorer in the ball game with 14. Cedric Maxwell and Larry Bird each have 9 points. They're the high scorers for the Celtics.
Celtics got the pace of the game that they wanted and also were able to score those close-in baskets.
Scott Wedman, veteran who came over from Cleveland, who was a star at Kansas City. He's in for his outside shooting. This is his first attempt as he opens the second period in the Celtic lineup. He's going to be playing a guard position. On a feed from Johnson. This is McHale. So it's Wedman and Ainge in the backcourt. McHale, Bird, and Maxwell up front for the white-shirted Celtics. Bird immediately double-teamed in a crowd. And a Laker foul.
They're only double-teaming Larry Bird when he gets down close to the basket. And they got big people on him, so he can't find an open man. Now look at them all harass him, and he gets banged and knocked to the floor.
Foul was on Jamal Wilkes. Cedric Maxwell with 2 attempts. Defense twice and a good block the second time around. Wilkes got a good corner shot. Driving inside this time, and Jamal Wilkes gets the basket. He's had 2 good practices, and Pat Riley told us we're going to play him a lot more. He's played 8 in a row after missing the first 7 of the playoff season. Celtics maintain possession.
The Celtics with Danny Ainge outside shooting has opened up that inside game just a little bit, particularly for Maxwell.
Parrish with 2 personal fouls comes back in the ball game, and Larry Bird gets a rest. He scored 9 points for the Celtics and 3 rebounds. Whatever the Celtics need, he's there to provide it. Parrish is back. Wedman hits. Wedman came off the bench and hit 3 big shots for the Celtics in their comeback attempt on Sunday in game number 1.
He proved that they needed to hit that outside shot.
Nearly a minute and a half gone by in the second period. Nader with a good move on Parrish. Didn't know he had that quickness.
Well, that one hook shot set up that roll move. Parrish was away from him the first time. This time he bodied him.
So the lead is down to 8 now, and the crowd quiets a bit as the Lakers are hit with another foul. That'll be their second. And NBA Commissioner David Stern, who's serving his first year at the helm, a witness here at Boston Garden. Foul is on Nader, his first personal foul, second team foul on LA. McHale, good feed from Ames. He had to get it over the defender, Tommy.
He sure did, and it was a perfect pass.
Earvin Magic Johnson, 6'9" point guard. He can play every position on the court. Bumped by Wedman. McAdoo going in. The basket will count. McAdoo gets the basket and will go to the line and try for a 3-point play.
40 go! 32!
And the foul foul is on Kevin McHale, his first. And so now the lead is cut to 8. Chance for 7 when we come back after this timeout.
Dushin perhaps in the back court. But they're going with the same guys. There's the inside game. Kevin McHale, that is oh so important right now. The outside shooting of Ainge and Wedman has helped set up what is normally the big part of what the Celtics like to do, scoring close.
Danny Ainge with 6 points. There's Dennis Johnson, who has been on the bench. He has not scored in the ball game. Dennis Johnson has been a big play man for the Celtics in the playoffs. McAdoo missed the free throw and a chance for a 3-point play, so the lead remains 8, 40-32. We have 9 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the second period. McHale tripled for the moment. Pesky defense by Byron Scott. Still Boston ball. Arnold Red Auerbach, and at halftime you will see a very fine profile on the Celtics president and general manager at the half. McHale blocked from behind by McAdoo, and there's Scott Wedman from the corner. Celtics had several opportunities, and now the Lakers can cut the Celtic lead to 6. And traveling is called on Magic Johnson. That's the 8th turnover of the ball game by the Lakers. Pressure in the backcourt.
Celtics have their 2 best outside shooters in there now at the guard position, Wedman and Danny Ainge.
It is not a running offense, though.
No, it's going to be to try and take advantage of their big people.
Maxwell getting inside is fouled, and with the goggles adjusted, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar returns to the ball game along with Michael Cooper. Swan Nader did well coming off the bench for the Lakers. Magic Johnson goes out, and you see Larry Bird getting set to come in the ball game. And so with Nader in for Kareem, the Lakers actually cut some points off the Celtic lead.
Yes, and when that happens for a ball club, that's a pretty good sign that they're well in the ball game. Bench coming in and making a solid contribution, picking up some points. But they've got McAdoo's very capable if he gets that outside shot going. Swan Nader's got the good offense inside, but now they've got Kareem back, baby. And he's been trouble.
14 points for Magic Johnson as he goes to the bench. Cedric Maxwell, meanwhile, leads with 11 points and 4 rebounds, leading the Celtics. The Lakers foul going in. That is the second team foul against Boston, and it's against Danny Ainge.
He's such a good passer. When you double him, he's going to find an open man. But when you triple him, there's 2 open guys, and there's Wilkes with nobody on him. You've got to make sure that people going to the basket aren't wide open when you double team Kareem, because he's going to make you pay the price with a good pass. Jamal Wilkes, who was on a world championship team as a rookie in '75 with the Golden State Warriors, and then of course with the Lakers 2 years ago. Made 1 out of 2. He has been a starter, but because of the virus has had to come off the bench. And there's a pretty good bench for Pat Riley. Scott Wedman hits outside, and so as Tom mentioned, Wedman and Ainge are doing the job outside. They have 10 points between them, and the Celtics are leading once again by 11, 44-33. There's Wilkes. Jamal Wilkes with that patented shot from the corner, and one of the clutch outside shooters the game is known. It's a shame that he's not really been totally healthy, because he is one of their guys that love to take the key shots. 8.5 minutes remaining in the first half. 9-point lead for the Celtics. Here's Parrish. And once again, Danny Ainge spreads the needle on a pass inside. It was Parrish for the points. Wilkes in trouble, and McAdoo. Plenty of time on a 24-second shot clock, but Kareem said, I'll gladly take a 20-footer. Well, there's some of the L.A. outside shooting. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, that's pretty good. Inside, offensive foul called against Kevin McHale. Too much of the elbow. Just threading your way through a double team is awfully difficult. You'll either have to move quickly to the hoop before it develops, or wait till it develops and pass the ball out. 2 personal fouls on McHale. 7 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the first half. Celtics scored the first 7 points of the game. They've led all the way. Cooper is short. Kareem inside to McAdoo. Now the Celtics once again taken off before they were sure they had possession of the ball. Ends up an easy one for the Lakers.
Here's Ainge coming right back. Danny Ainge now with 8 points. He has doubled his average of the season, and he has not missed in 4 attempts. Scott gets free inside. Cooper had him, but Scott a little bit too hard off the glass. 9-point Boston lead. And a timeout called by Casey Jones. It's been all Boston Celtics. They lost the first game of the series on their home court. They can't dream of going to LA down 2-0, but we have a long way to go in this one. 7:12 to go in the second. The 2 7-footers battling inside.
Parrish has been having a tough time in all these series, and here's the reason why. He can't get where he wants to get. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, not noted for his muscle, but a good pass saves it, and Parrish scores inside.
Here's Robert Parrish, who is called the Chief because of his wooden, solemn look. But off the court, he is a laughing, smiling guy, and his hobby is watching horror films of all things.
He's got more horror movies. I think he's got The Bride of Frankenstein, The Husband of Frankenstein, whatever.
Jerry Buss, the owner of the Lakers, and John Robinson, the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams. One of many Los Angelinos who have made the trip east for this series, which will resume Sunday, Game 3 from the Forum in Los Angeles at 3:30 Eastern Time. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Cross-court pass. McHale is fouled inside. Danny Ainge, who has 3 assists and is 4 for 4 from the field, has made a definite contribution off the bench for Boston.
He's been the 4th guard for the Celtics most of the season, and a lot of people claim he's inconsistent, but he's being played inconsistent. So you kind of expect that, but today, or this evening, he certainly is doing his job.
There's Danny Ainge, who was at Brigham Young, who's awfully scrappy. A lot of his play under the microscope when he's come here has been under pressure. Foul was on Jamal Wilkes, his second. Kevin McHale on the line. Celtics have hit 15 out of 18 from the line. LA has struggled. They've made only 3 shots out of 9.
They're not getting that fast break going with Magic not being in the lineup right now, and that's where they fatten up their shooting percentage. Easy layups.
Has Magic been out a long time?
Well, he needs a little bit of a rest, but Michael Cooper does not provide that type of passing that Magic does.
7 seconds on the shot clock. McAdoo gets it into Kareem. Here's that skyhook. Danny Ainge comes down with it. 6:38 to go in the first half. 10-point lead. Scott Wedman. The crowd was ready to erupt on that one. And the Celtics maintain control. Wedman. And here comes the break. McAdoo on the outlet pass. The first pass on the fast break. Byron Scott, the basket counts and a foul. Byron Scott. The crowd does not like the call, and that's not a surprise. What a play by Scott.
He pushes up quickly at the Celtic defense and angles in on Ainge and kind of hit Ainge in the head. The crowd didn't like it, but he'll be at the line shooting for a 3-point play.
Dennis Johnson comes in for Scott Wedman, who gets a hand. Wedman scored 4 points. James Worthy returns to the ball game for the Lakers, replacing Jamal Wilkes. And so the Lakers now have a front line of Wilkes, Worthy, and McAdoo, with Cooper and Scott in the backcourt. Dennis Johnson and Ainge make up the Boston guards. Here's Ainge, long range. Cooper gives it to Bird. Cooper tried to save it, but he fired it to Larry Bird. And it's a 9-point Boston lead at 51-42 with 5:44 to go in the first half. McAdoo close in. He's dangerous from there.
Boy, he keeps finding the right man every single time, Jabbar. Every time he's double teamed, they're getting a good shot out of it, the Lakers.
Ainge is wide open. On the other side, McHale draws the foul. Maxwell and McHale have drawn the foul. It's on Bob McAdoo, and for McAdoo, that is his second personal foul. So Earvin Magic Johnson has had his rest. He comes back in the ball game. He went out leading everyone with 14 points, and he still has 14. Byron Scott gets a breather. And Kurt Rambis is back. He's had a hyperextended elbow, and that's why he has all that contraption on that left arm. McAdoo also goes out. McAdoo goes out. He scored 6 points and 5 rebounds. So he's played better today than he did in game 1.
The reason Kevin McHale has been a tough matchup for everybody in the playoffs is because he's got that size and he's got the strength to maintain a position for the rebounds in close to the basket. He's 6'11".
Lakers had it cut to 7. It's 9 right now. 5:19 to go in the second period. Michael Cooper going for 3 points. If you can make a basket beyond that white line, circling beyond the foul line, it is a 3-point play. Larry Bird gets the ball away from Rambis, who gives him the shot, and Bird takes it. Celtics' biggest lead was 13. They're up by 11. Johnson. Kurt Rambis. Well, the Lakers have had several great opportunities inside for layups, and they haven't converted them. And here's Dennis Johnson. And Pat Riley wants a timeout. The Boston Celtics have run off 6 straight points, and right now, to find out what's coming up at the half, let's go to Brent Musburger. Brent? Thank you very much, Brent. It'll be Lakers ball with 4:22 to go in the first half. The Celtics, with 6 points in a row, have matched their biggest lead of the game, 13. Worthy loses it to Dennis Johnson. Magic is back on defense, and Johnson loses the ball, turns it over. You know, people call him Magic Johnson without knowing exactly why it was Magic, but it was actually his coach in high school that pinned it on him, and it stuck. And that so often happens with players when they're youngsters.
A lot of people thought he had a wand. He did so. Magical things.
He does now. 7 on the shot clock. Kareem. Worthy gets the offensive rebound and gets the points. James Worthy, whose last postseason play was 2 years ago when he was the MVP as North Carolina won the national championship, beating Georgetown.
LA felt that if he had been with them last season, they would have beaten the Sixers.
He was with them until the playoffs when he had the broken leg. 3:35 to go in the period. Magic. Johnson. On the other side, Dennis Johnson hits over James Worthy. Dennis Johnson with 4 points. Bird with 13 leads Boston. Magic Johnson with 14 leads the Lakers. Here's Kareem having a little trouble with the skyhook tonight. That Dennis Johnson. Nearly a steal by Cooper. And here's Bird. Blocked by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He had all ball on Larry Bird going up, and on a 3-on-2 break, defense on the other end by Dennis Johnson. Dennis Johnson stopped the Laker break inside. 2 terrific defensive gems under the basket at both sides. But Worthy muscles his way in. Do these players want to slow up this pace?
I think some of the Lakers are getting a little tired right now.
Haynes fires it up. I think the Celtics may be a little too. They may be a little fatigued. Not Magic Johnson, not Worthy. Basket good and a foul. And the Lakers have come back. They've cut the Celtic lead to 9, and one of the big reasons is that man, number 42, James Worthy.
You're probably more right than I was on who's getting tired, because here comes the Lakers. And not too many of the white shirts back there. They put the heat on the defense of the Celtics with the super fast forward, James Worthy.
James Worthy, who made it happen in game number 1. Ainge goes to the bench. Ainge has scored 8 points in the ball game. Worthy has the 3-point play. According to Pat Riley, has the quickest feet he has seen a forward have. Winding down now to nearly 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Bird tries to get it to Henderson, but it's Magic Johnson who tips it away. Being chased by Gerald. Gerald Henderson. And now Jamal Wilkes hits from the corner, and the Lakers are on a run.
Every time they double team Larry Bird, they're anticipating a pass into the lane, and they're playing it for it, and they're stealing it.
Jamal Wilkes may have a shot back, and maybe Robert Parrish too, as the Lakers ran off 7 straight points before that jumper by Parrish. 61-53 with 1:38 remaining in the first half. Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn with all the action and plenty of it from Boston Garden. Worthy trapped, and now the Celtics are hit with an illegal defense call from Jake O'Donnell. That's the first one against Boston. So there was a player not guarding a Laker. The second time it'll be a technical in Casey Jones, who never really gets upset at anything. Henderson blocks the pass by Magic Johnson into the hands of Bird and the Celtics. And now Dennis Johnson throws it away. Henderson threw it right into the hands of Wilkes with 1:15 to play. In the hand, Wilkes from Cooper, and the Lakers are burning the Celtics on the fast break and have cut the lead to 6.
This is the portion of the game, Dick, where the fast break starts to pay some dividends. The big people of both clubs start to break down. They get a little tired and want to hustle back on the defense.
McHale, he misses, and Wilkes, who has scored 9 points off the bench and is a rejuvenated performer for the Lakers in this game. And Pat Riley, with 48 seconds to play, calls the 22nd timeout allotted him. Down by 6, the Lakers have to be feeling awfully good. They were trailing by 13. They've cut it to 6, and a chance to do more damage before the half is history.
I think the Celtics got a little cocky. They were getting their inside game going, and they weren't a little bit patient of taking the good shots, and coupled with a couple of bad turnovers, produced some fast break opportunities.
Would you say sooner or later it wears you down, that sizzling break by Pat Riley's team?
The consistency, it's like a sledgehammer. They keep hitting you in the head with it, ultimately hoping that the big guys will roll over and say, don't do it to me anymore.
Well, we'll be with you next Sunday as the series continues with Game 3. From the Forum in Inglewood, 3:30 Eastern on Sunday for Game 3 between the Celtics and Lakers. The next 2 games are in Los Angeles. And, of course, all of the NBA Championship Series will be seen live right here on CBS. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Wilkes, he's hot. And Wilkes has 11 points off the bench. Boy, what a bonus that is for the Lakers if Jamal Wilkes all of a sudden regains the shooting eye. He's hit his last 5.
And he's Magic Johnson's favorite target when he's in there.
Celtic lead at one time 13 has been cut to 4 and is concerned on the Boston side. And Kareem knocks it into the hands of Cooper. And here's Worthy. And the Lakers have come all the way back to within 2. And the Celtics are stunned. They're like a fighter that's been knocked down. The buzzer sounds. The Los Angeles Lakers, with a 13-2 run, winding up this first half, have given the...
Pat Riley is a far superior coach to Casey Jones. In fact, my opinion of Casey Jones, since I'm watching this play-by-play, minute-by-minute, like Casey Jones is right here, and Doc Rivers is like maybe right there. The Celtics defense made Magic Johnson do a granny layup. While I'm enjoying the run, LA zone, that would still worry me at this point, Pat. Only criticism to you. A granny layup and miss. Did you see that shit? It was a granny layup. Magic. Wasn't so magical, was it? I'm a Laker fan. You need to figure that out at halftime. I don't want to see another damn granny layup in the second half for Magic. I'm just saying. Man, that just hurt my feelings. I hope you continue to watch this. I'm having a good time. This is my me time with you guys. If you're enjoying it, come back. But if you got a comment or you want to name Danny something else, I like Peaches. You don't like Peaches? Tell me why. Probably not going to change it. Don't matter. But you can leave it anyway. We can talk about it. We can chop it up and talk about it. Right? So tomorrow, second half, game 2. And at this rate, a 2-point game and a half, I'm anxious to see this. But no more damn granny layups. Magic.
Did you know that?
I'm too old